Hey, it's your boy Bobby G from Proper Design, and I want to talk a little bit about why brand development leads to better outcomes company-wide, right? But let's focus on web design and marketing first, right? So, what's brand development? Brand development is establishing the foundation for what your brand is built on, right? Before there's creative expression like design and logos and identity and messaging, you have to put that foundation into place, right? So when the foundation is rock solid, like building, any structure, you'll be able to build and grow on top of that foundation. So that's why, we always advise our clients to start with brand development and understanding what that foundation is made up of. So there's four pieces to that foundation, right? So number one is your core values, right? And this is the non-negotiable aspect of your brand, of your business, right? So your core values are the things that are inherently important to you and your company that you should use as your point of competition, right? It helps you with well-established and practical core values. You'll be able to evaluate, who you want to work with, the types of opportunities and ideal clients that you want to pursue. Uh, the same with talent. Who do you want to recruit? What kind of people are successful at your company? That all starts with core values. Number two is your brand message, right? So your brand message is composed of three parts. Your why, right? Why you do what you do. For us, it's about establishing brands with a core essence, with a soul, that we use that to, get those great outcomes. And that's what we're talking about here. Um, but you start with your why, why you do it. You start with what you do, and then who you do it for, right? So why you do it, what you do, and who you do it for. And you use that formula to create your core message. And that core message inspires all other messaging. This is not necessarily outward facing. Your taglines and slogans and things will change over time, but what that essence is of that message should be consistent. Next is your brand personality. So, what's the personification of the brand? What are those traits and characteristics that the brand should convey? What's the right tone of voice? Are you irreverent? Are you formal? Are you friendly? Or are you motherly? All those things. Establish those things, and you'll have those parameters around what's appropriate in terms of design, what's appropriate in terms of how you're communicating with your target audiences. And the last piece is empathizing with your customer, empathizing with your audience, right? Because it's not always about transactions. You want to recruit people, you want to get attention from other folks, not necessarily people that are buying from you or hiring from you. So how do you do that? So you identify your core customers, your core target audiences, and then identify what their pain points, how they measure success, what they're trying to gain, why they need you, and what are the channels to reach, best channels to reach them, right? So you have these four pieces in place, right? We know who we are, we know what matters to us, we know what our messaging is, we know what our personality is, and we know who our audience is. So that allows us to be really effective and confident with putting out any sort of effort, right? It allows us to understand what's best in terms of designing strategic tools like websites that are going to be the hub of your marketing activity, right? It allows us to get the most return on our marketing investment by focusing our message at the right place, the right time, to the right people to inspire them to act. Okay. So, it's not necessarily an easy process. It's certainly, the way we facilitate it. A lot of people describe it as corporate therapy. Because those pieces, that foundation's already there, right? It's just not composed in a way that's practical and tactical for your company, right? So we want to go through what we call the proper branding workshop to, clarify that information and then solidify it, right? And then activate your brand, unleash it on the market, and get, great returns, much better than you would see just jumping into implementation, jumping into marketing, jumping into advertising, jumping into building a website, right? So start with building a foundation. And once you have that foundation, you'll be a lot more confident and effective in all the efforts you're doing from that point forward, right? So if you need help doing that, that's what we're experts at. That's what we love to do, and we do it for our clients all the time. So if you're interested in learning more what the process and workshop looks like, leave a note, get in touch. We would love to help, make you guys our next success story. Take care.